great numbers from these major carriers, legacy carriers, low-cost carriers, Boeing increasing their outlook. But it seems like our prices are still high.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for prices to be high coming off pretty bad lows last year. We bottomed out domestically with ticket prices last May. They started creeping back up, so the comparisons year to year are pretty high. If you compare back to 2005, 2006, we're actually pretty good in pricing, but expensive. I mean, people are used to seeing $200 tickets. They're waking up today and seeing $450 tickets and saying, what's up?
Right. You talk about holiday travel fares increasing by 17 to 18%.
Yeah, there's a couple reasons for that. One is the airlines are not selling their cheapest seats. They're basically closing off their cheapest seats. As you get closer, basically, it's going to get more expensive. Sometimes, historically, they've had last-minute deals, a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. This year, there's just going to be no reason to do that. There's no empty middle seats.
It's interesting, though, when so many people are reeling from job losses, this economy clearly hasn't turned a corner. But you say people are sort of taking the trips this year that they didn't last.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of pent-up travel demand. People just weren't flying. It didn't matter what it cost, $100, $150. They just weren't flying. They weren't going to do it. And this year, all that pent-up travel demand for going to grandma's house, twice. If you don't make it to grandma's house twice in a year, you get the rolling pin on the head. So there's a lot of pent-up travel demand there. And then on the flip side, the airlines have been reticent to add back seats because they just don't know what's going to happen with the economy. Their projections are up, they're down, they're all over the place.
What is your advice to people right now who are holding off, sort of checking ticket prices every day for Thanksgiving or Christmas travel? What's your advice to them?
Yeah, first of all, you just can't procrastinate. Every day you wait right now for Thanksgiving, for example, just add $5 to your virtual ticket price,
every
right?
Day.
Yeah, and you need to be buy no later than early November for Christmas. The bottom line is there's no incentive to discount it then. So procrastination is going to be your worst enemy. I think the other thing is that if you have to think about things sort of in what days do I not want to go, and absolutely those are going to be the cheapest.
What about the best booking times right now? Does it matter right now when in the week, what time of day?
You need to be shopping really right now. Typically what happens is airlines file their sales on Monday night, and Tuesday through Thursday is kind of the perfect booking window. But during the holidays, it's a little more choppy. So the bottom line is shop during the week while you're at work, of course, use boss's time. And then, bottom line, shop then and, look at prices. Go ahead and compare and use technology if you want to. When you see prices $500, $600, you should be looking at your miles too. I mean, at that $450 limit is when miles start to say, hey, this is a perfect time to use it.
So talk about awards travel during the holiday season. It's often hard to get award tickets, especially for that 25,000 mile mark.
Absolutely. It is difficult to do, but it's not impossible to do. They still have to capacity control those seats, and they do have some seats depending on the route, especially if you do it now when it's a little bit earlier. Typically, in the U.S., everybody procrastinates within about 2 or 3 weeks of travel for domestic travel. So you only have like a week window to get that award. Plus, you don't want to get caught in that 14-day window when they charge you $100 just to redeem your awards.
Right. You certainly don't want that.